What's up, everybody, and welcome, players of the realm. I'm Marshall, and I'll be your DM for tonight. We got a fun one ready for y'all. So, prep a spell, ready in action, because we're gonna rock and roll. So, speaking of spells and weapons, I was thinking earlier this week, what are our players' favorite spells and weapons? Because as I saw last time, we had a little bit of little favorites. I felt like some bows, some maces I saw, or some warhammers, you might say. And being that I always play Druid, I always use Summon Beast, ruin my DM's time. Like to do that to everybody. So, Levin, what is your favorite spell, weapon? What are you typically doing?
Hello, I'm Aaron, playing the Tarnarl Elf Levin. I would say Levin's favorite spell is a pretty simple one, Goodberry. Given his background of being, in a desert community, there are periods of time in which you go without rations, and having that in my back pocket is a comfort, and certainly useful for the rest of the troop.
Definitely would be, and I believe we have art on the screen for everybody to check Levin's close-up out. Look at that mug that he's got there, right? And we'll be flashing that up as we move along. Fennec, why don't you mention your favorite spell or weapon here?
All right, I am Matt. I'm the other Matt. A little out of order tonight, but I go by Boston, and I play Fennec, the Goblin Shadow Sorcerer. And I would say Fennec bounces between two spells for his favorite, but I would say the one he's a little bit more intrigued with for his connection to the Shadow Realm or the Shadow Plane hasn't quite gotten to it yet or had a reason to use it yet. Would be Shadow Walk, where he does have a very deep curiosity about the Shadow Realm and its secrets. He kind of likes the idea of being able to traverse through it, and the different obstacles that he's able to move through at the same time. So it's like kind of more the appeal of the spell for him.
Right on. So is that purple smoke that we're seeing a part of your shadow walking, or is that just for the aesthetic?
Can I say yes?
You certainly can. All right, I love it. I like it. Mech, what are you? I saw you wielding a big hammer last time. Am I right on that one, or?
Oh yeah, no, I haven't been before him. Yeah, but it's not one of his favorite things. Mech remembers a time where he had a trusty steed, and he unfortunately lost it in combat, and no other horse could replace his steed. So he decided to see if magic can help, and Find Greater Steed would probably be his favorite spell, because he can always summon his horse, the exact way he remembers it, and always be ready for whatever he needs.
All right. That's a pretty cool one, and quite surprising, actually, for me. So shoot. Good stuff there. A Warforged, is it a mechanical steed, or is it just a regular, thing?
It originally was a horse, but with the spell, he can actually change it up, and it could be like a Pegasus or a Griffin. But when he conjures it, it would be mechanical like him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Mechanical guy, mechanical horse. Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And his horse was such a good, throughout the years, it was the 40th version of the horse. It was the Windcrest Diego, but he just called it WD-40.
All right. I like it. Let us move to Saris the Rogue. What are we looking at with you? Spells or weapon?
Hi, I'm Joan. I play Saris, the Mark of Shadow Elf. And her favorite spell is crossbow bolt to the face. She's, even though she has magic, she doesn't necessarily like to rely on it. It's not always there for you when you need it, but a dagger in hand or a crossbow bolt to the face is usually a little more reliable. So she tends to lean towards that.
That will stop anything dead in its tracks. Very cool.
Yep. Thank you.
You got all the little daggers and everything on the hip. Liking it. I didn't even notice that when we were looking at the smaller tokens. Very cool.
Thank you.
All right. And then we'll wrap up with Yami.
Hello. Yami playing as Yami. I believe I am a Azamar cleric. So for Yami, he prefers the weapon as well as he uses magic, so it's like hand in hand with each other the way he uses it. To being a war cleric. So yeah, he favors any weapon that can kill anything, and his favorite spell would be Divine Favor, because it would imbue his weapon with divine or radiant magic. So yeah, anything that hits harder is his favorite. Keeping it simple.
Nice. Gotta ask, are your eyes always that black as we see in the photo, or?
So I would say yeah. I'm just gonna say yes. It would look as is.
Hey, it's an Azamar. They're spiritual kind of celestial thing. So, hey, no judgment there.
Half and half, right?
Yeah, something like it.
But yeah, again, keeping it simple. I like weapons. My favorite weapon is the one I have currently. But other than that, yeah, which is a great sword and divine favor to imbue my great sword for greatness. Yes.
With that, we'll move on to our short recap. We're just gonna popcorn around to the players to see what they remember. I like to test your guys' memory. Don't want to clue you too much into what I'm thinking about necessarily. What do we all remember happened in the last session here? We can start off wherever. If you want to have 11 lead off again, we can do that, or we can have it go reverse order even.
Levin remembers the hostage situation that took place towards the end of the fight that we had in the pit in Old Sharn.
Indeed, we did. It was a good one. I think you, was it you that took out the elf? Not the elf, the goblin that was holding him hostage with a bolt?
Negative. I picked off goblins that were taking advantage of the situation, that were firing into the, at Mech, at Fennec, at Ceres, I believe.
Right.
For the most part, during the second half of the combat, I remember trying to maintain stealth and just assessing things and waiting for a clean shot on the hostage taker.
Definitely so. Anyone else have any specific memories from the last game, or what the characters might be remembering from the last time that we were here?
There were the captive Warforged that were apparently working in the dark as well. And Ceres managed to convince the goblin that was holding the hostage captive, convinced him to let him go in exchange for his life.
Yes. That is true. That was a good role play, I thought. I like it a lot. Really had him on the ropes there. There was a bunch of Warforged. I don't remember the exact number you guys freed, but that will solve itself out, right?
It was 5.
Just 5? Oh, wow. So, yeah, I think there's more than that. But
No, I remember 8.
8?
Because we had to wait for them to go up the lift.
Yep.
There was quite a bit.
Okay. I clearly wasn't paying attention.
Yes. Well, I think you were also having to babysit our buddy, weren't you, during that time?
Little Caden.
Yep.
Yes. Poor little guy. Caden was quite a handful. And if I remember right then, I believe that Yami and Mech, you two were doing something else at that time down in the pit.
If I remember correctly, me and Mech had a little of back and forth, but I don't think we moved any forward. We were kind of like waiting. But I did notice that Mecha had a little thing going on. So go ahead.
Yeah, down with the goblins. No, we were. Then we waited for the Warforged to leave. We ended up taking the child over to Alden and meeting up in his place. Then I had some words with Fennec about making sure that like the goblin homicide everyone committed was okay.
Yep. And that's when Yami had a little disagreement, but then eventually agreed with the party after everybody glared at him. So he was like, all right, gotcha.
That was due to the back and forth dealing that we were doing with Alden happily drinking at the return of his son.
Yeah.
Who said he was involved, but not really involved, and gave us the name of a half ogre, I believe it was. Oh, sorry, half orc named Gara over in the Terminus district.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, that'd bring us up to the noble's house of Orin. And so you're correct, all those things I do remember as well. And then you're also, just as a reminder, that his assistant did promise you guys a proper reward in a day or two once he was able to, get all the necessary cash funds together, or gold funds, I should say. All right. And where did we last leave off? Let's see. We were running into Sergeant Vilroy, if I'm correct.
I believe so, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she came in a sky coach.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Literally, actually.
Sure. Nailed it. Those sky coaches. She popped up, said, "Need a lift?" As she opened up the little side door to the sky coach. And why don't we pick up there? So
She
we're at the helm of a sky coach. It's probably about it's a pretty big one, actually. It's about 40 feet wide and about 50 feet long or so. It's a pretty big one that she's rolling around in.
Whoa.
And you guys are, on top of a little bridge here and everything. What do you all do?
So just to correct so we're in the carriage already, right? All of us?
No.
We're just outside.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're about to get in. We're about to be whisked away.
Well, yes.
All right. Just want to clarify that. Sorry, but
no worries. If you guys want to jump in, you always can. If you guys want to, maybe be rude, you could leave her hanging. That's okay.
Levin's going to board the coach and say, "Thanks for the lift."
Yeah, Yami will follow after him. Like, oh, perfect timing.
Question: Vilroy is the one piloting the coach?
Correct. You are right.
To anyone that's near me, I'm going to just cast a glance and then shake my head to prompt them to get on.
Mech's gonna come up and, Sergeant, is it very convenient, by the way, thank you. Is it possible you could take us to the Terminus district?
Terminus district on the way, and you see her pull a lever, to the right of the helm, and you all kind of like start lifting, like veering upwards in the ship. She like turns the like literally like the big pirate ship kind of handle. It's maybe about like half the size of that, but she starts wheeling on that wheel and turning it up and over to the right. You guys start flying off. If you guys like to move around the ship, feel free, by the way. Just so you know, the white X'd off area, it is not here. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of trouble with the other map, and this is the one we're going to be using today. Everything else,
So by saying it's not here, Fennec is interpreting this as the forbidden section.
yes. Maybe it's in the Shadow Realm, but you don't have that power.
No.
That'll be
Why yet?
Realm ethereal.
move around the little area and everything. The wings on the sides is over here and such. They are there and all that jazz. They're just a little bit smaller if you want to envision that too.
All right. Levin's gonna go to a high point and just take a look around for the surroundings.
That'd be over here in the front, where next to the helm of the ship, or coach, I should say. Sorry. And as you guys are kind of milling about, maybe getting yourself situated, Vilroy gives a glance over to Levin and says, "What's going on at the terminus? Why are you all heading over there now?"
We just got a good lead on the people that might be attacking Cole.
Cole, and you kind of like see her, like she's holding the wheel now with her elbow, and she like lights up a cigarette as she's doing so. Who is holding Cole or anything? The last I heard, something with the Orans was they were dealing with, right?
That's true, but
Something to that effect.
All right.
Did you not remember why you sent this?
What? No. Yeah, you were going. You were going off to investigate House Orin and the stuff with Cole and everything. You noticed?
Can I
You know-
like see if she
Go ahead.
remembers exactly why? Like, is she like checking up on us for progress, or to remind herself what she's doing? Like, has she got too many spinning plates going? I want to know if she's like on top of this, or if she's trying to hold on to something barely within her grasp.
Let's have you roll an insight check. And then also, if you can give me a little bit more phrasing to the question, I would also love that in the sense of like how to flavor the response or anything.
Of course. She sounds like someone who is possibly in the midst of overreaching, and she's trying to figure it. And it sounds to Saris like she's trying to sort out where exactly all her little pies are cooking. Like, she's got a lot of pies in a lot of different ovens, and she's trying to keep up with all of them. And I'm trying to figure out if she knows why she sent us here, and she's checking up because she wants an update, or she's checking up on us to figure out what the hell she's doing because she's kind of lost the thread.
Cool.
And
Make an insight check for me. And if you have anything else, feel free to spit it, ball it as you roll.
no, that's the one.
All right. So you notice she almost seems like on edge to you, in the sense that there's like and from what you're kind of describing you're looking for and everything, that maybe like there's a lot of things going on right now, and you notice that she's tapping her foot repeatedly as she's at the helm, And like literally as soon as she finishes the one cigarette, she's lighting up another. She seems to be very like tense about this situation.
Chris will look at her and ask, "Are we on a deadline?"
She takes a drag and says, "You tell me. Do we need to go any faster?
You're
Or should we
going to put us
slow
on
down?"
this.
We're not trying to attract attention right now. So, exigent but not urgent.
Fair enough. And you see her kind of like pull back on a different lever, and the speed slows down like considerably to where before it was going at like you could feel the air like whipping past you, and you almost had to like talk loudly intentionally in order to be heard.
Sergeant, did you have a chance to follow up on that lead we left you with?
Oh, yeah, it was nothing ever came of it. And
Right. We did tell you that it was over in, back over at the Cog Carnival, right?
Right, the Cog Carnival. I went over there myself, and I didn't notice anything specific from the person. In fact, like they didn't really seem to have too much information in general.
All right.
But
Levin's gonna pull out a cigarette. He's not gonna light it, and he's gonna walk down to the main deck.
Mhm. Yep.
And he's gonna make his way over to Mech. Ceres has already refused a cigarette before.
Mm-hmm.
Mech seems like he wouldn't be too off-put by any smells that I would generate if I were to light this.
Not at all.
Mech, we did tell her about the shifter that ran from the group, right?
We did.
Yeah, curious that she spoke with this person, but didn't have new information? Like, managed to find her without a description?
Right.
Her timing is also very impeccable.
Is this the actual captain or sergeant?
That's what Levin's questioning right now, because,
Yeah.
like, Levin currently has 3 pieces of information that straight do not line up.
Yeah.
They also didn't know we were here.
We told her that we would be going to the Unicorn State. We specifically got a writ of authority.
Gonna lean up on the railing there and put a hand on my dagger. Casually.
But she didn't know where to pick us up and when. And I'm not speaking for her, but that's still also questionable. How did she know our whereabouts if she's not who she says she is?
No, I forgot. Levin's right. We did tell her at least that. I don't know. Let me try something for a sec. And I kind of just like look over for a minute, just stare at her intently. I'm gonna cast Divine Sense.
Okay.
Good and evil. She's within 60 feet. It's not a vine cover. A celestial fiend or undead.
Mhm.
Just see if she gives off any kind of weird juju.
With the divine sense, it almost seems that not only does the tobacco smell intensify, but there almost seems to be a cloud kind of emanating around her figure.
Mike's going to lean back in. Those smell amazing, by the way. This isn't going to go well. Something's not right.
With that, how about everybody make a perception check?
We're not headed to the right place, are we?
Yami,
I don't
Yami,
think
if
we're
you
going to
could-
terminus.
if you could please move yourself onto the ship, that would be greatly appreciated.
He's testing our feather fall.
Yep, I got nothing.
Oh, God.
You're on a wing, Yami.
I rolled an 8.
Fuck, I'm the only one.
Oh, I'm on the ring. Oops, sorry about that. I was not looking at my token.
How is
Yeah,
it
no worries.
the one person that doesn't tell us anything is the one that sees everything?
So, Saris, as you're looking around and kind of like looking at her and everything, you are certain that you see some sort of like objects in the distance darting in between towers of Shar in the buildings. And you get the sense that the number of them is growing, or the frequency of them is increasing.
Right. And I will look over at Levin and say, you said behind us? Is it ahead of
Not
us or behind us?
to all sides.
Both?
Alongside?
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get clarification. What was that?
On all sides of you.
Okay. I will just try to catch Levin's eye and then sort of subtly point, like look around, kind of just suggest to him to like look out everywhere. And she does it, like her other hand is like making a kind of obvious loosening of her dagger motion.
Okay.
All right. If I catch that look, I'm going to start looking over at Vilroy piloting and see if there's a change in demeanor.
Saris, give me a deception check real quick.
Can I pray for guidance on this?
If you were doing what you were doing with the guidance, yes. With a prayer or so, you could argue that, I think.
Okay.
So you'll notice that Vilroy deliberately like kind of looks at you while you're motioning at them. And she says to you, "Won't be long till we get to the terminus. We'll be there in a couple minutes."
Oh, no rush. Remember, gotta keep it subtle.
Always will. And you kind of notice like she looks back out into the sky.
And then
You'll-
I'm gonna do something to. It's like, remember that time, Sergeant, when we first met 3 years ago? Doesn't this remind you of that?
Not really, but I mean, 3 years ago, the things that happened with the watch are so hard they kind of cloud your memory.
I draw both my daggers. Who the fuck are you?
All right, with that, we are going to roll initiative, everybody.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah. Let us.
Can I have DM permission to roll my new D20 provided by Dice Legion?
If you tell me the roll, I do not mind in the slightest, quite frankly. I guess I will have to fill in what it is. but I will accept that, as the responsibility.
I'll go back to digital, but it's so shiny, and Dice Legion does a great job.
You know what? Try to hit the same thing. If you can do that, I'd be very impressed and appreciate it.
All right, so I'm gonna roll. All right, I'll roll digital. Let's see what we get there first.
I think you gotta.
Not good. Hey, it's the highest one this campaign. Nope.
Hey,
We're going digital.
go for it. Yami, we need your roll, and then we will be set for the initiative order.
Yep. Real quick, question. We have a long rest, right? Or
You all had a short rest, actually.
short rest? All right. Thank you. Just want to update that, just to make sure. That being said, rolling my initiative now. Hopefully, yes. Yep.
It's out there. So, Saris, if you also got closer to her when you were initiating the combat, you can feel free to move next to Sergeant Vilroy, or you can keep yourself where you are. Just depending on how you're flavoring how you pulled that out.
Nope, I would have stepped up.
Okay. And with that, let us begin combat. So, Vilroy, after having made this accusation against her, is going to try to push you away from her and down the stairway. Or I should say, throw you to the left and down the staircase. So, let's go ahead and make a contested roll. So, go ahead.
I was say, can I contest with acrobatics?
Yes, I would say that if you're using an acrobatics movement to like dodge or like to slip her hand to do it, then by all means you totally could.
Yeah, it's probably it looks oddly performative, but it's like a little twist and twirl to just kind of not get caught.
Yeah. Well, let's see how the dice roll looks against. Oh, you easily, like, she goes to, like, kind of grab a hold of you, and you kind of do, like, a cool little spin move from what you were saying and, like, break her grasp. And with that doesn't require her action, and it'll be your turn. Whoops, I hit the end combat wrong button. Don't want to do that.
We win. Level up, everybody.
So what I would like to do is ignore her and turn up the throttle to make this thing move faster.
Okay. All right. Do you know how to pilot an airship at all?
Not in the least.
All right. I would like to do something a little fun then. Give me either an even odds roll, and I'll let you pick. Even, you make the correct decision, or odds, you make the wrong decision, and you might be changing your altitude instead of your speed.
Okay. Just roll a d20.
You can roll a d20, d6, so long as it's not a d3. That'd be a little unfair, quite frankly.
That's fair.
All right. So I believe we chose even. You're going to make the right decision.
Yes.
And you notice that the airship significantly picks up speed. I'm envisioning that you hit the throttle on it just like recklessly-ish. You're just smashing into the thing, making it go fast.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I like it. All right. Anything else you're going to try to do? If you have any bonus actions or anything else, or any small things you want to say to Vilroy?
It's like, I never met Vilroy until 2 days ago. You fucked up.
You notice a kind of frustrated look on Vilroy's face. Okay. And if you would like to hit the next marker, we will go ahead. Or anything else you were going to say?
Oh, also, I'll probably shout out to the rest of them. It's not Vilroy.
Who is it?
At that point, everything starts speeding up. And they're like,
Oh, yeah. Like everybody else in the party would feel the jolt of the airships picking up speed. All right. And if that's all, we can move on to Yami, who I believe is next.
Okay, then. So, as I guess I'm talking with the others, I would feel that little jump, so I would kind of kick back and what the heck? And I'm gonna look towards, obviously, where Ceres is, and I would see her drawing her swords and doing what she's doing, something like, I guess we never get a break, huh? And I'm just gonna run all the way here. I'm drawing my great sword, and I am swinging for Vilroy.
Okay.
Well, fake Vilroy.
Vilroy question mark.
How could you guys question her? Your dear friend Vilroy.
Alright, let's see that.
Oops. An 18, you strike true.
Okay, so running up, seeing Cyrus in her position, I'm just coming up. As soon as as I'm drawing my great sword from my back, I'm swiping down straight. But let's see. Damage.
You cleave a good way into her armor and body. And with a straight down attack, you notice that you've created a large slash down her middle.
Oof. And she's still standing, correct?
Yes.
So, with my bonus action as a war priest, when I use the attack action, I can make another weapon attack as a bonus action. And I can do this 2 times per long rest, so I have one more after this for next turn. So yeah, I'm gonna take another swipe.
Okie dokie. Strikes true, piercing through the leather armor again.
Alright, rolling damage. Oof, just 8.
Still.
Just 8.
Yeah,
I got a 1 on those. That was a 1.
So with that, you notice that I envision you kind of go down with your swipe and then you follow through with an upswing.
Yep.
And you get a good slice back almost, so you make almost a little X shape across her body.
Noted.
And she's now taken some damage. You've cut through the armor twice now. Is there anything else you'd like?
Yeah. Nope. It's my action, bonus action, and my movement. I am good to go, sir.
All right. 11.
At Ceres yelling out that it's not Vilroy, and noticing that this is a sketch situation, I'm going to take the search action and see if anyone is clocking us. And I'm expecting an ambush.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception to see how much you infer with this. Ooh.
23.
Oh. So what you pick up on as you're looking around is you notice these bright green things flying towards you, and it looks like there's about 5 of them coming, one in each direction, and they're getting closer and closer, and they look like they're about to arrive. They'll be able to get to you guys in the next round.
All right. Levin's gonna call out, "Hostiles inbound," and I'll end my turn. Yami, if you could end your turn on the combat tracker.
We can go ahead and do that.
Oops, sorry about that.
11, and then Fennec.
All right. Fennec is going to move over a few feet to kind of get a better view of. Would this give him a clear view of Vilroy?
Not quite. If you were actually over closer to where you were with Levin, you probably would have a better view.
Can I assume this is like a box I can hop on?
Totally, you can.
Will that clear my view?
Yep.
Okay,
You'll have
cool.
a angle there.
So what he will do is he will kind of like he's processed everything that's happening. He's kind of like heard everybody saying. He's seen like what's happening, and then he hears Levin call out, and he's gonna run and hop up just to kind of give himself like a tactical view because the tallest. And he is going to follow Yami's lead, just kind of like that. They're close enough that like he knows that like if he's making that kind of decision that it's sometimes it can be rash, but it's justified. So he trusts his judgment. He is going to roll a firebolt at the Vilroy person.
Okay.
That's gonna be 15.
You notice the bolt strikes.
Yeah.
It's just above her right butt cheek over there, as she's like fighting off the other 2.
Right, and then
Left cheek.
That's gonna be 2 damage.
Go for the cheeks, boo. Go for the cheeks.
Oh, I forgot to click on the target, so I did not.
We're Minsks now.
So that it's I didn't target, but it's 2 fire damage.
No worries. I have it on a paper because the item that she is currently as isn't actually what you can imagine token represents with damage. So,
and now to the I guess it'll be my left over here. What kind of is that like boxes, crates, things like that?
We're on a coach.
Yeah, you're on a coach. There isn't really any other like boxes or heavy things like that.
There's no real place that like they could tuck away.
You could tuck away. Is that what you said?
Yeah, like because I was gonna look at bonus action hiding.
Yeah, there are like some seats over where we're pinging right now, where you see that little like grating. That would be like where a little like sitting area is for the coach,
Okay.
which you could dodge behind if you wanted to.
Alright. 15. What is his movement speed? Nope, he can't make it. Because he already moved 15, he will make it. Alright, so he's gonna stay put.
All right.
No, he will move where he can, sorry. He will move. Because he went 5, 10. Yeah, he can make it there.
Cool.
Well, let me get to the targeting thing. Enter.
Matt. you are up.
Okay. Poor Beck just kind of leaving over and being like, this doesn't look good, and everyone just wigging into action. With a passive of 10, would I notice this, whatever's in the distance?
I would say, what's your passive here? A 10?
10, yeah.
Actively searched, you would have a better, with Levin pointing it out, you would have to make a little bit better of a search than a 10 to see what's going on exactly, but you can see that there are things coming, if you catch my drift.
Gotcha. Fair enough. Then I'd keep it simple. Seeing that everyone's engaging with the fake Vilroy, and Levin's right behind me, I'm just gonna take out my my hammer and shield, and I'm gonna take the damage action and stay next to Levin.
Okay.
Forgot end turn thing. Got it. And boom.
All right. So I'm going to throw some things onto the map. Lucky you guys.
I was so close.
You thought there would be only one.
Lucky.
Yeah, lucky you guys. So as everything kind of gets closer in, you start hearing like a crackling of magical energy. And you also start hearing the like maniacal cackles of what some of you might know as hyenas, what some of you might know as gnolls. So we are going to roll all their initiatives at once. Well, look at that lucky roll.
Are we long or short rested?
Short rested.
Sure.
Okay, just checking.
Short rested.
Good time.
Yes, good times. Good times indeed. However, we're not so mean. That was them getting onto the scene in order to do that. So the gnolls will not be able to move anymore. However, with their longbow range, SpaghettiOs. Got a couple folk in range. So I think the one gnoll rolling up here from the side would mainly notice that there's some dude running across the middle of the ship. So we are going to target you, Fennec. Let me see if that all worked out properly. All right. Looks like he does an 8, which will definitely miss Fennec. Am I correct there?
It does miss, yes. In
Yeah.
one word.
So the one misses. Good stuff. And basically think that the arrow like spears downwards into the like by your feet there. And as you're running across the middle of the ship, it'll proceed to Vilroy's turn. With that, she's going to say, screw this. And she's going to hit the altitude control on the boat, on the skyship, and jam it downwards. And you notice that the ship veers down and is now like speeding towards the ground of Shard. With that, she's going to move away and try to jump off the ship. Now, this will provoke opportunity attacks from the two of you. Or I would also say that if you would like to try to grab a hold of her, I will allow for you to try to do that.
I know that everyone in Sharn carries a feather fall token when they're up, or they at least try to. And it seems like that's what she tends to use now. Is it possible for me to try and try and snatch wherever she's keeping it on her person, just like sleight of hand, like steal it from her before she jumps?
I want to try to grapple her.
I like the intention.
But,
How about
that?
You can do this, yes. But we'll have to trade, we'll have to use this as a reaction, deal?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, and so go ahead and make a sleight of hand, and you'll have to do this contested against her. So go ahead and make the roll. Oop, I hope you roll really low, because she rolled a 4. So now you grabbed her purse. I'll let you roll this again. Give me an even odds if it's in there. You can roll any dice you like.
Sure.
You have some
Even
dice.
if it isn't.
Oh.
You gotta be kidding me. 100?
I mean, that counts for something.
Cyrus
Counts
for
for
the
even.
save.
So, wow, this is gonna be awkward. So you grab her purse, and as she goes like running off and jumping over, you kind of like look into the pouch and you see a feather token inside of there.
Wait, real quick with my opportunity attack, I wanted to grapple her. I would drop my greatsword and just tackle her.
You don't have to drop it. You only need a free hand for a grapple.
Okay.
Correct.
Weapon.
Alright, yeah, so I'm definitely
Yeah, but you can hold it in
tackling
one
her
hand.
before that happens.
That's true. Yeah.
So as you're trying to grab Ben, go ahead and make a contested roll against her dex.
Strength, right?
You can use your strength.
Or athletics, or just strength?
Strength athletics versus either strength athletics or strength or dex acrobatics.
Okay, I'm
Yes.
using athletics, because that is different. Wow, I rolled an 8.
Wow. And with her 17, she's able to, like, I imagine you just clumsily try to grab at her as the ship kind of, like, lurches downwards towards the ground now. And she's able to, like, just push your hand off. She runs away. Saris grabs her purse, and you notice her fly off of the side of the ship.
Noted.
I push the purse into Yami's hands, like, hold on to that.
And we will move on to the next person's turn. So which of the gnolls is... this one. Okie dokie. Let's take a quick little measurement.
Can I ask a question about the gnolls? Are they flying like individually, like on like a?
They're on floating green discs.
Ah, okay. Sorry.
Levin is correct. They are on green discs that are cackling with energy, all that kind of fun jazz. Like, they're basically about 3 feet wide, as you would notice. Is the best way to put this.
Mini Gundam base jabbers.
Like Static Shock when he made the little disc.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about.
See, that's a reference I know. Unfortunately, I don't know Gundam, but Static Shock, yes, I do. Yeah, totally. That's you actually kind of nailed it right there. So, Saris, you'll notice that an arrow comes flying at you.
That'll hit.
That will hit. Where will it strike with the damage? A 3 piercing.
Be better.
So it grazes you, I imagine, somewhere in the thigh, maybe in the somewhere in the thigh, and it flies past, nicks you a little bit, but nothing too serious. Now we got another boyo. So like I said, no movement. However, this guy is going to select the biggest, the shiniest boy.
That's at disadvantage.
Okay. Because of just remind the audience,
The dodge action.
the dodge action. Deal. With a 17, it looks like it. You're
Oh,
able-
I think I have my shield. Sorry, I'm on the beach.
Yeah, you're able to dodge
Nope.
out of the way. You
Yeah,
block
it's a
it,
19.
and you're able to get out of the way of that arrow. And with that, Saris, you are now up.
Redirect our altitude direction to up,
Okay.
because I
Same.
want to live.
Since you made the correct guess the last time, I'm not going to make you re-roll. I'm going to assume that your character guessed it, remembered which one made it go fast, which one
Well-
will probably make it go up.
I also watched her shove the down one, so.
That is true, too. All fair points.
Cool. So yes, I want to change our altitude direction to up. I don't know if this buys us a free round or not. Ideally, up in such a way that the gnolls are screwed over somehow.
So, yeah. Your speed is about matching theirs at this moment. However, with the lift of the boat, I could see what you mean that now that the boat is pointing more upwards, we're going to have to re-angle some of these knolls, maybe.
That
I
would be
will
the hope.
remind you that the boat is currently also not being helmed. Just as a free reminder for everybody. And that while the altitude is staying steady, your direction feels tenuous at best.
Can I attempt to steer this?
You can try.
What do I have to do to steer it?
That is a fantastic question. So, with that, you're not going to need too much. Don't worry. It's not going to be the worst thing. I'm guessing you don't have a vehicle handling skill, though, or proficiency in sky vehicles, do you?
In Street Urchin Gutter Rat School now.
Yeah, I was guessing they didn't teach you that one. So, let's leave it to a intelligence check to see if you understand the gist of, steering the boat without, doing too much. So I'm sure we all played video games where we kind of get control of something we don't understand, and maybe we are a little too tight with the controls, maybe a little too loose. Let's see what happens.
Darn, who preset these for inverted controls?
Oh.
By the way, yes, I was using inverted, so I was.
Yeah, they're inverted controls.
So as you grab a hold of the helm, you kind of how would Saris overcompensate for a boat being out of control? Let's leave this up to you how this is going to get flavored.
She wasn't really watching the steering up until the last moments before combat started. So she's probably just overcorrecting a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, totally. I'd imagine so.
She doesn't know, she doesn't understand, how much give is involved in steering. So just swing, swing, swing.
Yeah, big swings left and right. Especially right now, I'm imagining for this turn, big veer to the left or right, and then it's the whole boat feels like it's almost going to knock sideways if you keep holding in that direction.
Great.
Okay, I like it.
And I guess that'll be my turn.
Okay, Captain Saris.
I also
Yummy.
look really bloody. I don't look good.
It's okay. Just adjust your settings to where you're barely visible.
I am trying to squeeze out some kind of cover from this, but I don't know that I get any.
Not really.
I didn't think so. Oh well.
But I will say that your actions did prevent anybody in the front of the boat from being able to shoot you this round. So,
Yay.
props up there.
I'll take it.
Yami, it is your turn, though.
All right. So, not really paying attention to behind me. I would see her slip past my grasp and she's jumping off the boat.
Yeah. You would have
Like,
seen her jump off, and she's. If you go ahead, sorry.
No. So then, so I would see her jump off and Ceres pull it up, as she stated, kind of shifting again. Like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna another quick question, DM. For that token of the feather fall, is it is it an action to use or?
It is.
Okay. And can I get a gauge of how high we are?
Sorry, small correction. The token itself requires no action. It's when you fall at least 20 feet while it's on your person.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you for
that clear up.
So so how high would the gauge be that we would be at? Where we are at right now? Looking latitude, longitude, etc., etc.
Imagine that you are now higher than the Empire State Building or where the Twin Towers used to be.
Okay, so a couple 100 feet. Oh man, she just jumped off.
Imagine, let's say for just a rough guesstimate, about a 300-foot distance.
Okay, exactly what I thought.
Just
big old distance.
a little side note. Did she continue falling at the same rate of speed or greater after 20 feet of free fall?
Ooh.
You'd have to look over the edge to know.
Ooh. Even better question. So I'm gonna shit. And I'm looking at Ceres. How is Ceres looking? You said you were kind of bloodied, right?
Yeah, she's not looking great.
All right. So, wanting to chase after the person, he's gonna look at Ceres. Well, I'm gonna look at Ceres and damn it. All right. And I'm gonna cast as a bonus action Healing Word on Ceres.
Right.
So that'd be 6.
A very welcome 6 at that.
And I can't on my screen. I can't. Maybe I have to refresh them. I do apologize. Give me 1 second because I can't see the other creatures, or if that's just something
They're
I can't.
outside of our vision.
You might have to zoom out.
You might have to.
Gotcha. I just refreshed my boundary.
Also, with clear sightlines, we would be able to see these guys.
Yes, with pinging, I believe this is just because of how the map was designed. Unfortunately, think of it in each one of these corners. If you zoom out,
I see the spots
going around, pinging the little distance, whereabouts they are. So,
all right. So assuming I could see them.
Yeah, they're about 100 feet away a piece. So they're not terribly big targets to be aiming for. So.
And how far away would they be?
You just said 100.
About 100 feet, yeah.
All right, from me. All right, thank you. So then that makes sense. I still have my movement.
Oh yeah, I can see it. It's just that your guys' like vision line are.
Yeah, so I can't see. So if I go this way, would I be able to see one? I don't know
Yeah,
why I can't see.
you could see them in the
Oh, I
direction.
see it now. Never mind. Over here, right?
Correct. Yeah.
All right, I got it now.
There's that boy. There's that boy. You'd be able to see. So.
Right. Oh, just out of range. Yeah, so that'll be my can't reach it. This is what I'm. Yeah, because I already cast a spell, so I can't use it as an action. I don't have no cantrips I can reach that far. That's my movement, and I am finished. I'm gonna end my turn now. 1 second, and boom. I remember.
11.
Noticing that we're getting shot at via arrows from longbows, Levin's going to yell out, "Anyone who can't attack at range, go prone! We might have to jump!" And he's going to drop prone.
All right. Taking cover. You will notice that the edges of the ship also do give like quite a significant amount of cover.
All right.
As well.
But I'm going to take aim at the knoll to the starboard rear. This one, right here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take a shot with the crossbow.
Cool.
What's up? It's not.
Did I see the roll or?
1 second.
Okay, cool. Just double checking that I.
$13.
13. The arrow goes just past him.
And bonus action, same?
Same roll.
Hold on. Nah, that's even worse. 10.
Yeah. That one goes. You overcompensated a little bit. Or maybe, let's say that as you're after the first shot, you notice that the bow of the ship goes flying upwards and your shot just soars way out of the way.
Mm-hmm. And with that, I'll end my turn.
All right. We got Mr. Knoll. Now this one, unfortunately, he sees the what is that? Yeah, the bow of the ship, right? It veers upward all of a sudden on him. And so he is just looking at a big old part of the boat, and he's going to have to hold his fire for the moment. And then Fennec, you are up.
Does Fennec still have line of sight on this knoll?
Yes.
Would there be anything obstructing his view?
No. Think about the ship kind of tilting at like a
Okay, so he's still kind of in the middle-ish.
Yeah, so anything like in the middle and behind, you'd be able to clearly see at the moment. But for this turn, since the other knolls in the front haven't acted, they haven't raised up high enough to get an angle.
Okay. All right, so with that, Fennec is going, because he knows that the arrow came from this one, he's going to kind of like, as it bounces, he's kind of have that look in his eye like, oh, you son of a bitch.
Okay.
And he is going to cast his chill touch at it.
All right.
It would be a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
All right, so he's going to kind of like reach out like one hand and just kind of like start twisting it, and like a spectral ghostly hand is just gonna like kind of wisp out towards it as Fennec kind of mutters like just a short incantation of "Feel the icy grip of the shadows," and he's gonna do 5 necrotic damage.
Okay.
He's gonna stay. He's actually gonna go into the seating area, but he's gonna kind of that will end his turn.
Mech.
All right, so Mech's gonna turn to 11, and you can see his eyes turn red, his arms plank and move, and then puts the hammer down. It's more like a sledgehammer, so it's just the head on the floor, the handle up. An item interaction part of javelin, and the one that Levin took a shot at, I'm gonna try to finish him off. At 100 feet, that'll put me at a disadvantage.
Okay.
What is it? 16.
You roll it with disadvantage, Sad?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 16 will hit.
Awesome. So that is 6 pierce.
Onto this one over here.
The one on the top left, yeah.
Okay. Just double checking. So
And
you'll
then,
know.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I was gonna like kneel down at the edge of the boat, trying to get some cover, and that was pretty much end his turn.
Okay. You notice the javelin goes soaring through the air, and it like slices his like torso, and then it just keeps flying off into the distance behind him. Then I believe it is another Noel's turn. Yeah, this guy over here. So let's take one. Oh boy, oh joy, he can hit a couple people, especially now that the boat is pointing upwards at them. So let's see, he's going to see a couple people running around the boat. And he's just going to fire off a shot at the easiest target, which will unfortunately be Yame.
Perfect.
So he's going to pull back the bow and take a shot. Oh! And the arrow goes soaring into the deck and plats into a wood piece. Because a 6 does not hit. All right. With that, we will go to the top of the turn order. We will give you all 1 minute to discuss any course of action you'd like to take. Timer is going.
We might have to jump.
So then the ship crashes into the town.
If we jump, we don't all land in the same spot, and we're separated. This boat is our best bet.
Right now.
I mean, are we really doing so bad against the Knolls?
No, I'm just entertaining it as an option because we don't have like perfect control of the ship. So the point of crash is a matter of time, not a matter of yes or no.
You know.
One of you can help. One of you can help her while we deal with these guys. Me and Fennec got it.
While we're taking active fire.
It's fine. I got this. It's fine.
Well, if we do take it down, what's the area below us look like?
At the current moment, so remember that you guys are traveling at about 60 or 50 feet per turn. And so at the moment you guys are over top a mixture of like market stalls and a little bit of like common area of the city. You guys have 15 seconds, by the way.
I don't think we're at abandoned ship yet, but
Just bringing it up.
yeah.
Yep.
It's
Do we get to
definitely
keep the ship?
I think for now we're holding up really well enough anyway. We'll see where we stand next round.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Bing, bing, bing. End of the conversation. Time to get back at it. So they will have to spend a little bit of movement to also keep altitude with you in some degree. However, this guy's going to fly over here. He's going to knock an arrow. And he's going to try to get a little bit of revenge. He's going to try to shoot. Let's see. Over into the group here. And he's going to target old Fennec. So you're behind some stuff, if I'm correct, right? So we're going to give you about half cover. So you get a +2 to your AC.
Sweet.
Yeah. We're going to make that attack. Arrow flying at you. Ooh, I think that might have really helped. Yes. That 2 does help a lot, actually. So you'll notice that the arrow, like, you peek your head up, maybe like as you jumped over one of the seats there, and you notice all of a sudden an arrow go boom, like right next to your left hand, and the arrow thuds into the seat.
He's just gonna like slowly look at it. Like, whoop. That was close. A little too close for comfort.
Definitely would have been. Vilroy is doing something unbeknownst to you guys. So we'll save that for another time. We got this knoll here. Let's regain some position. Take a quick measure. And he's going to fire over at the group that is laying prone. Just for funsies, I'm going to make an even odd. Odd, mech, even, Levin. Odd, mech.
Go for it.
You know, being a big, like, metal guy, I just imagine you being the best thing to shoot at.
Shiny is an easy target.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because you can see it doesn't mean you can hit it.
You know, you might be right, but let's see.
I kneel down. Do I get the bonus again? Any cover?
Yeah, you know, he doesn't even come close anyways. So the arrow goes like,
I don't know if my AC was 21.
yeah, the arrow goes plunging into the side of the boat. And you will be safe for now. Alright, then we got this knoll. I love having multiple combatants. Now, this guy. Whoops, wrong button. One day I'm going to be a pro. I promise.
all
I'm
good.
doing
It takes
good.
time.
Doing fine.
You're doing good.
Not
You're
gonna be
doing great.
picking things wrong, all that other shenanigans.
Sorry, correction. Superman does good. You are doing well.
Yeah, right. We're gonna shoot at the shiny. Now, with this angle, we'll still give you the half cover since you bent down a little bit and everything. Mech over there.
Or
But if he gets a different angle, you notice that you might be exposed.
okay.
Yeah. Just saying. Ooh. I believe that is a grazing shot. Is it +2?
Finally hit me.
Well, let's see how badly that shot goes.
Oh,
Oh!
Ow.
I see this is like digging you square in the head. The arrow like bounces off your metal, but you give a kind of like shake to your head and you're like, whoa. Did you just get concussed?
He actually hit me.
And Saris, it is your turn. Or I should say Captain Saris, my apologies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I want to try and turn the ship so that we'll like basically change direction like 90 degrees.
Okay.
And maybe throw off the aim of some of our pursuers. If
Totally.
that helps.
Yeah. It definitely would. Are you continue at the same like upward altitude, by the way, or are you gonna?
I'm going to try and weave us through some of the towers and like under bridges.
Ooh, okay, I like it. Let's go for it.
What
You
do
know
I
what?
need to roll?
I will let you use a dexterity check for that.
Okay. Sure, this will go well.
You got a little bit of knowledge behind you and what you're doing there. But let's see a dex check.
Better than the 5.
Okay.
I'm getting better.
So with a 12, you're able to get the boat haphazardly under control. You level her out. You then which way do you want to turn, left or right?
Left. No.
And I mean
left.
the boat pointing in a direction. So again, left, right. Just by the way.
I'll go west.
Okay. So you bank it over to the west side, or I should say, what is that? A starboard side. That's right. We busted over starboard, and the boat veers in a hard direction with your roll, and you start heading towards a more skyscrapery part of Sharn. I like the boldness, I gotta say. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I believe that probably constitutes my action at the moment.
That would be your action. Do you have any other bonuses or anything else, though? You can always.
Not at the moment.
All right. I believe then Yami needs to get ready to rumble.
alrighty. Huh. So feeling the boat sway back and forth, seeing Meg get pinged, Fennec getting shot at. How far is this guy now from me? Oh, perfect. I like that. I'm going to. I'm gonna do Toll of the Dead on him.
Okay.
I'm like, I hope you guys got your sea legs. And I'm casting that, and it's a wisdom saving throw of meter beat 12.
Beat or beat 12. Like it. Oh! You notice that, like, when your spell casts off, where normally you would expect something like a reaction from him, all you hear is a loud, like, hyena cackle, like almost, a classic laughing hyena sound.
Alrighty then.
Confused.
So I'm assuming he would have dodged that.
That's a good impression.
Alrighty, so with my bonus action, I'm pretty good right now. And I'm gonna try to step more forward. Well, hold on, wait. I'm stepping 5 feet forward and directly inside of him.
Right.
And I'm standing proud.
Cool.
And that'll be my turn. Like, get the boat under control!
All right. Hey, all good. Levin will be up next.
Second verse, same as the first. I'm gonna take my shots over at the starboard stern. So this kobold. Oh no, sorry.
No.
Yep. Nope, 12. That'll miss.
It will. You're getting
Bonus action, same deal. 15, which I don't know.
does hit.
What's up? 15 hits?
Yeah, 15 hits.
Alrighty. So 9 points pierce.
9 points. Pierce. Okay. You notice with that shot that after being hit by a javelin and then now getting blasted with an arrow into his other side of the torso, he's looking pretty rough.
Alright, that'll end my turn. Yami, if you could end your turn on the tracker.
We'll skip ahead. I'll do that for you guys. And then we got another no. So this
Thank
guy,
you.
well, luckily with some movement, he's actually in a little bit more of an advantageous position. Don't worry, he's still going to have to use some of it to go upwards because he still has to do that. But now as he gets his shot, he's going to see all this wild flying. He's going to target the captain.
No.
Ruh-roh. Does not hit.
Does not.
All right. Looks like that helm of the ship is giving you a little bit of cover.
Take it.
And Fennec, you are up.
My friend got closer to me. He's gonna go for the same knoll that he was before. He's kind of like focused on this guy now.
Okay.
And he's going to. Gonna he's going to. He will throw another chill touch at it. Alright. Normal. Thanks. I'm going to assume that a 9 misses.
A 9 does.
Fennec will bonus action try to hide in the seating area.
Okay. Yeah, because you're a little goblin, aren't you?
Nimble.
Yep. The nimblest boys.
He just kind of like ducks down between some chairs or under some chairs. Just kind of, it's a little small, but takes a little bit of cover.
Yeah.
Or attempts to hide.
All right.
Now, does the hide action need a roll?
Yes, you'd still need a dexterity check.
Stealth.
Yep. You are correct.
Oh, that was so close.
Mm.
On the stealth check.
Okay.
Right.
Still pretty high overall. All right. Anything else that you're going to do with that?
Nope.
All right. And next up, we got our buddy Met.
All right, so seeing that mostly the only threat is what's flying around us, yeah, I'm just going to do the same thing again. And I'm going to, try the same one that looks weak that we've been hitting. I'm going to swing at him again. He's gotten closer, but he's still pretty far, right? He's still over 30.
All the people are within the distance that they are measuring out. So, for instance, the one over that distance is about 50 feet. If you move, blah blah blah, you can always adjust that.
No, I'm going to stay next to 11 for the moment. I'll take it at disadvantage.
Okay.
Hmm. 12.
12 does not hit. Throwing a javelin while you're on, crouched down doesn't quite do it.
I'm running out of javelins. I need to come up with a better idea. I have to end my turn.
All right. So I can bop us along. Let me move my boy. So from there, he's going to move along, and he's going to see this cocky gentleman making his presence known and, trying to attract attention. So Yami, you'll see a arrow come flying at you.
Ooh, that'll hit.
Yes, it will. How is the damage then? Let's see.
Oof.
All right.
Not bad.
Yeah, a nice arrow to the shoulder will maybe check your hubris. Or maybe it'll only infuriate you more.
Better than me.
Better than the knee, because that's a career-ending injury. So, with the top order, we are going to take a slight break for the viewers and for our sponsors. And once we come back, we will finish up this fight.
Sa.
Good.
them all! Kill them all!
Welcome back, everybody. We'd like to remind you guys to go over to dicelegion.com. Go pick up some dice for yourself. They've been a great supporter of us, and some of us have even gotten dice ourselves from them. And with that, let's pick this up. We're in the middle of combat. What am I doing? Talking about sponsors and that? Gotta do that obligation, right?
Word.
Let's get to the fun part. Fighting in the air. All right. So Saris just took a big turn over to the side. Heading over towards some buildings over there. I imagine we're basically flying over there a minute, a couple feet a second. Let's get these gnolls into combat range. So he'll keep pace. He's going to move over a little bit. And he's going to fire at this hockey gentleman over here. An arrow is going to go flying over at Yami, standing tall, with a little bit of a bolt in his shoulder at the moment.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, Rut-row indeed. Oh! A strong blow into the bottom side of your collarbone. Let's think it's 1, 2 in the same side of your shoulder, and then a little bit closer to your center mass in the collarbone.
I think you're muted, Yami.
Sorry about that. What happened?
You got shot.
Yeah,
Oh,
shot.
Yep. And I took how much damage again? I'm sorry. It was like 7
9.
or 6? 9?
You got
Oof,
a 9, actually.
that's pretty hefty.
It is. So he hit you basically last time in the left shoulder, and then this time a little bit more to center mass, right under your collarbone. And I hope they're feeling a little bit hurt. I'm not going to lie. I can't play player's advocate the whole game, right? So then we got another gnoll. You notice that the ship starts veering towards him, and he's going to move a little bit to the side of the ship. Get just a bit closer. And he's going to see big old shiny boy that he's been shooting at for quite a bit now. He's going to try to take a shot.
Oh, no.
Oh, but I'm gonna silvery barbs that.
Pardon?
Who was that shot at?
Fennec will silvery barbs that.
Okay.
That was a shot at Fennec?
That was a
Maybe.
shot.
No, that was a shot at the back.
Oh, okay.
So remind the viewers here, what do silvery barbs do?
Silvery barbs creates a magical distraction and creates a momentary uncertainty into encouragement for another creature. So the triggering creature must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll.
All right. Sounds good. So?
And he will give himself advantage on his next roll.
That's right, because you get a 2-for-1 ability there. Very nice. So our gnoll will have to reshoot. Womp womp. From the highs to the lows. And
Wah, 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 wah.
I almost imagine you see him keen-eyedly, getting that perfect shot lined up on you. And then what would you yell out to him as a kind of like distraction to this knoll?
He's gonna yell. Oh, I can't do the voice right now. Your luck runs out. Fate is sealed. Another shall succeed where you have failed.
Okay. And then you're going to notice him look at you like, huh? And he's going to just shoot. And it whizzes over yours and Levin's head, plowing into the box that Fennec had been standing on earlier.
I think he's just gonna give a thumbs up to Mac. Toothy, gritty smile.
My boy.
So you're going to
Using Mommy's hit. Glad I saved it.
Oh, good that you did. You'll notice that this knoll comes flying up towards the rear of the ship. Remember, this white border area for you in the audience is not an area you can run and jump on, but being that they're flying behind the ship, they're able to access it still. They're going to still shoot at our shiny friend here. And also, hearing that kind of epic poem he gave, gotta get some revenge there, right?
Put up my armor. Getting on my nerves.
Hey! Look at that.
Oh, wait. Is that a nat 20?
No, it's a dirty 20.
A
Oh,
dirty
no.
20. And being behind the
Yep. Yeah, you got me. Flank me. I see.
yeah, you nailed it. So he's to the side of the boat basically, and that will provide you with that covering spot. So you'll be crouching there. I imagine you're yelling at the one guy, giving your rap battle verse at him. Then suddenly you feel, bam! An arrow shoots you right in the right side of your hip.
No, my boy. Where were you on that one?
All
I
right.
thought you had it.
Captain Saris, what do you do?
I don't lack for choices. I am going to swing the boat west again.
Okay.
This way.
Yep.
But also slow it down so that
Hmm.
potentially these two slam into the hull.
Okay. We'll have a make a death check. I love that idea. So let's see what happens.
Maybe put the numbers more in our favor. Come on.
Okay.
Not impressive.
You know, you a little bit. Part of that, should we say, is it's not a super impressive turn. Let's say that your timing is like of the the throttle to the turn is a little bit off there. But let's see. All right, so first one will be this guy over here. Let's see how he rolls. Because who knows? Maybe his deck. Oh! So his decks, yeah, he did not see that one coming. And then the guy over there. Let's make our rolls. Let's see who does. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, even with a little bit of clumsiness and everything, Saris is able to get these knolls to slam into the side of the boat. So the Sky Coach, my apologies. And let's roll a little bit of damage. For guy 1. For guy 2. But I will also do one thing. And these guys are now on the side of the boat, by the way. They're still on their discs. However, they are within contact range for everybody.
Excellent.
Any other questions about that? Or
No, I think the next thing I'm going to do, though, is spotting that Yami is taking kind of a beating. I'm going to return the favor and cast a healing word on him.
Okay.
Oh, wait, standard roll? Okay. Much, but he gets 4 hit points back.
Ooh, thank you.
Ooh.
All right.
Appreciate you.
And that's the last of my magic, so it's all steering from here. And that's my turn.
All right, Captain. Yame, it is your up.
So, as I get healed up and a little rejuvenated from Ceres, I'm gonna be like, now I owe you another one. Keep your head low and steer the ship. I'll take care of these guys. And I'm going to do I need another wisdom saving throw, meter B12.
On to
I'm sorry, sorry about that. I forgot to target this guy right here.
Okay.
Actually, I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second because I did not see this one. Yes, I'm gonna target him instead.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, groovy. Wisdom, you said?
12.
Okay. Doesn't look good for him.
All right. And is he already injured or no? Can I see any wounds on him?
Him?
Yeah, the
No.
one south.
He's looking all good and clear.
Okay, so it'd be just 1d8. Rolling that now. And that'd be 8.
Okay.
Yep.
8
8
set.
damage.
All right. Yeah, the dice is working a little bit slow on my end, but sounds good to me. All right. Is there anything else?
That was my action. For my movement, I guess I will move a little bit here. Bonus action, I can't really take anyways. Yeah, so that'll be it. I'm good.
All right. I believe. Yeah. I'll move us along. And Levin, you are up.
Levin's going to take a moment to stand.
All right.
He's going to wheel his arm around, bracing his hand crossbow against Mech's shield arm, and he's going to take a fire at this guy.
Cool.
So 15
15 strikes true.
for 6 points damage.
All right. 3. And describe the kill.
Literally just bracing against Mech. He's going to pull, and it's going to shoot short distance straight through the Knoll's eye.
All right. and he goes flying off his disc, and you hear the little classic Wilhelm scream as he plummets to the bottom floor of Shard.
Oh, my leg.
No!
Remember, it's not the fall that kills you.
Yeah.
It's everybody on the boat shooting you.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
just classic.
there's the scream.
But he's gonna whip around and he's gonna take another shot at the knoll that's next to him now.
Okay. Now, are you...
13 misses.
It does.
And that'll end my turn.
Okay. So Noble boy. Almost said noble boy.
Knoll will.
Yeah, noble boy. He's gonna fly over here to where his guys are. And he's gonna take a shot at our Azamar buddy. You know, he felt a quite a bit of damage from that last hit. So he's gonna want a little bit of payback. Let's see what we deliver. Oh, the arrow goes soaring by and plunks again into that crate. They really love to hit that crate that's behind each one of your little groups over.
It's like they were set to take out the crate.
I know, right? There must be something in it almost. Like, maybe they're saying something.
Filled with money.
Why do I hear a fuse going?
Put those pigeons in.
What? I didn't say it was or anything. Fennec, you are up though.
Okay. As a bonus action, Fennec is going to tap into his font of magic and convert 2 sorcery points back into a first level spell slot.
Yeah.
So he spends 2 sorcery points and gains a spell slot back.
Oh,
That is his bonus action. So he kind of just closes his eyes and just kind of recites a short incantation, and his eyes kind of burst out a little otherworldly glow as he taps into a depths unknown to him, but power comes from it. And he's going to try and finish off the knoll that he's been working on, which I believe is this one. And he also has advantage from Silvery Barb.
Oh, correct.
And he's gonna Chaos Bolt this thing.
See what you can whip up.
You do here. Attack. And 23 to hit.
Oh, the bolt strikes him square in the chest. What does the bolt do?
It's going to be force damage.
Oh, okay. I like force.
So it is 12 points of force damage.
Okay. All right. You notice,
Wait, hold on.
Go
Not
ahead.
that yet. What size are these gnolls?
They're size medium.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check something real quick. I'm also going to use Fury of the Small, which, when you damage a creature whose size is larger than you, with an attack or spell, you can deal an extra 2 damage. So it'd be a total of 14 force damage.
Extra damage to a creature. Can't use it again till short or small rest.
I can use it 2 times per long rest.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, 2 extra damage or something?
Yep, so it's going to be a total of 14.
Oh. That's good. You notice he is gasping for air, almost like you shattered a bunch of like ribs inside of him with that blast.
Look at you, wasted and gasping for air.
Yeah, so pretty big strike right there for such a small boy.
Kind of like with like converting the point, like converting or using tapping into the font and kind of like everything happening. It's almost like for a quick second, it like how his eyes were glowing and the scar started glowing. It's almost as if Fennec kind of went Nova for a second, kind of just digging deeper into this, untapped power. And that will be his turn.
All right.
He's going to stay in his seat.
Just waiting for the bus to finally pull over.
Yep.
All right.
If we go below 55, it explodes.
Yes. Got to keep it at the proper speed. I guess you would be Sandra Bullock in this situation.
I am. Yes.
Mech? I don't think they had a robot in that movie, but it is your turn.
They did.
No, Keanu Reeves didn't really have an expression during most of that.
Ah! That's true.
How
God.
lively is the knoll in front of me? Looks pretty good, healthy still.
He looks like he's in melee range.
Yeah, he does.
It does.
It doesn't matter. But I have interaction, pick my hammer back up, and I'm going to swing really hard on him.
All right.
Oh, come on, 20, roll back over. Oh, no. That's going to miss.
You're going to kind of like swing downward. You're going to swing like over at him, and he's going to kind of like zip a little bit to the side of your hammer, and he's going to give a little cackle at you. Got to tease you a little bit.
Stop being a coward and fight me like a machine. That's going to end my turn.
All right. We'll move on to the next guy. Whoops, 15. And this guy's going to get targeting area. He's going to see a little goblinoid over there. And he's going to take a shot over at the guy sitting in the seats. Even with the cover of the 21, is going to smack Fennec. into the air.
Is that at me?
Yes, Fennec, it is on you. The arrow is going to go flying in, and as you're kind of like crouched a little bit, he's still going to, like, as he's kind of like strafing to the side, he's going to loose an arrow at you, and it's going to, bam, smack you in the shin.
Ow! Oh, that's going to leave a mark. Oh, fuck.
Oh, we're at the top of the order, by the way, y'all. So I will give you a moment to plan, think for a moment, anything you need to do.
I think everything's still going according to cake.
We just got a free sky coach. I'm all about it.
So Sarah, can you veer the ship into them and use the ship as the weapon?
That's kind of what I'm trying to do, yes.
Oh, okay.
That happened last round.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's a good suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I figure if we're going to Fast and Furious this bitch, let's exhaust all options.
Exhaust. Pun.
Because we have the power of family with us right now.
Gosh, just gonna do it.
I was drawing your guard off. So do we want to keep on with the combat, or do we want to try... I don't have much time to discuss this.
I was gonna say, are you saying that to everybody, or are you asking it inside yourself?
I mean, right now, Fennec's good with combat.
Same.
Okay. No, I'm just following your lead. Just want to make sure if he wasn't shouting that out and I could hear it, or you were just thinking it.
We're in between
We're
rounds.
discussing. Yeah, we're discussing.
Oh,
You guys got about 30 seconds. By the way, make sure that if the HP isn't being automatically updated, to update your HP as you take hit.
Where do I adjust that?
I see that some of us have, but like I don't think for some reason Phoenix took damage for whatever reason.
No, where do I adjust it?
You can right-click on your character, and it should bring up your HP bar HP below, and you can just highlight that and put minus and whatever number you had hit.
Yep. Just want to remind everybody that way you're not just having free HP.
Got it. Thank you. I was looking at my sheet, and I was like, oh no.
It's like I'm still good. What are you talking about?
Well, it's like I'm using, like, I'm bouncing between the Foundry character sheet and the D&D Beyond sheet.
Yep.
So, but for adjustments like that, I always keep it on the Foundry sheet.
We'll end that strategy there, though. We'll rock on with these guys fighting. So we got Noel.
all right.
He's going to get a little bit of position again. As he's flying by, he's going to see that some pesky guy took down one of his fellow nobles. He's going to shoot over at 11 this time.
All right, meter beater 16.
And he will not meet or beat it. So sad for him. He'll give a frustrated look as the arrow goes soaring over your head. We don't know what Vilroy is doing. Uh-oh. What could possibly be going on there?
Physics.
Free falling.
Yeah, exactly. So we got this Noli over here. Notice he's just going to straight up drop back. He ain't even going to worry about the disengage.
You get reactions?
You can.
Oh, I'm taking it. Get away that easily. Dirty 20.
Okay. It hits.
Uh, 5 bludgeoning.
5.
1d, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're using it one-handed.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, my shield up, yep.
Sorry, I saw both the dice rolling out, and I was like, "Whoa, that looks like more than 5." Okay. So you notice that it hits him. You give him a little smack in the arm as he goes away. He goes to
Bam.
recorrect his shot. He'll try to return that favor.
Mm. Mm.
Looks
Can't
like
help you again.
it looks like he will return that favor with a bolt. Oh, just grazing past, the arm that was swinging at him.
Wait, you rolled a 22? That hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hit. It
You
only
rolled
did
2 damage.
so. Not a very powerful strike in the end, but it grazed you. Maybe hit a little bit of wiring, or whatever you Warforged have. And then, Captain Saris, you.
Okay. I am now going to swing hard east and see what I can do about messing these guys' day up. And that be another dex check?
Yes. To also set how hard you're hitting them, plus what they need to beat to see how much damage they take,
Okay.
or to little dodge.
Yeah.
So
And can I try to time it so that when I do, I can I want to try and do that thing where I sort of scrape them into a building.
okay.
If
I
I
like
can.
it. I do.
Okay.
We'll make a roll for that again, depending on the dexterity check would be the modifier for it.
Let's. I'm not good at this.
Oh no, not
wanna-
quite.
I want to be on the ground where I can stab and shoot.
A, B, C. So, guy at the top of the order.
Damn it. I got too fancy.
He's able to dodge out of the way. Second guy in the order. And third, wow, 2 16s, bonus 7. So you knock into one of them.
I'll take it.
Yeah, so the guy at the bottom of the order gets hit. The other two are able to. They saw that trick before, and they didn't fall for it this time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just a D4 because of that one. But you got a pretty good hit. You managed to bump him off your boat and into the side of a building real quick.
All right.
All right.
That will be my turn.
That one guy will be next to the boat. All right, and Yami, you're up.
Alrighty then. Fifth of things. Does Ceres, looking at Ceres, would I know that she has a great handle on the boat, or she's kind of struggling?
Well, pose is a little bit relative, isn't it? How many, how many sky boats have you been on before? And then you see her weaving back and forth, slamming into the. You see probably some of the knolls getting hit, some of them not.
Okay, so far so good though, because we haven't crashed yet. I'm gonna just assume. I'm gonna just all right, you got a handle on this. I'm gonna look over at the other guys. They look pretty okay. Yeah. This is a doozy. How many spell slots do I have? I'm casting Guiding Bolt at this spell. Well, actually, real quick, does anybody look injured? Like worse for wears.
Fine.
With sorry.
Fine.
Fine. Mech's looking a little scraped, but not scratched.
I'm pretty fucked up. Yeah.
Panic is still pretty. Wait, you said you're hurt?
Yeah, I'm pretty hurt. I'm way
Shit.
less.
So taking a quick glance at everybody, I will use a bonus action to healing word mech. And Fennec, you're still behind the crates, right? You haven't moved at all?
I mean, I'm still visible and getting hit.
How are you looking?
Okay, but not great. But I'm squishy, so I don't got much to work with.
I'm gonna look at mech. I got you next time, and I'm gonna heal Fennec instead then, because since he's my priority.
Choice.
So I rolled a 4. Hopefully, I rolled in Foundry this time.
You did.
Perfect. All right, I fixed that. So yeah, for Fennec, you get 4 healing.
Okay.
That would be my bonus action. For my action, I am casting Toll of the Dead. Actually, yeah, Toll of the Dead on this one. So Wisdom saving throw of 12.
Okay. Let's see what he can do. And he doesn't beat it.
I'm sorry.
And that was the one that took damage, right?
He did. You're correct. He also
Nailed
did
it.
take damage, in case that is important.
Perfect.
Is that the one that Fennec's been beating up on?
That's actually the one that just got bopped into the side of the boat and then into the side of the building real quick.
Nice.
The one that Fennec was beating on.
That was
That one. Okay.
Yeah, is a different one.
nice. So it'd be 10 damage, because if it got hurt, it'd be a D12 instead of a D8. Necrotic. And that'd be my action, my bonus action. With my movement, I'm gonna take a few steps back by the stairs to keep an eye on everything from a better angle. As long as I can see, can I see Ceres from here as well? Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can, because she's only up the steps a few. Yes, I'm gonna see right here.
All right. Very cool.
And ending my turn now. Sorry about that.
All right. I'm just going to keep playing the one note for right now. Miss.
Oh, no.
And bonus action. Hits for a total of 7 damage.
All right. Well, your bonus action shots are definitely going off well. We set a 7 here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You managed to hit him pretty solid. You know, you gave him a good gut shot. You notice
And
he's
I'm going to take
pretty rough.
15 feet back, and I'm going to drop prone and end my turn.
Okay. Now we got this boy. Alright, so this guy ain't looking so hot. He's gonna get a little bit more distance away after seeing this crazy driver doing all these banking maneuvers and everything. Try to give himself a little bit more reaction time. He's gonna fire off. over at Yami, after seeing all that magic getting casted on, is elephants. It happens when you're doing stuff to draw attention, right?
Fair enough. Fair enough. I am the only one still standing. I think probably. Well, not behind cover.
Yeah, you're one of the only ones standing out in the middle of the open. However, with the 14, the arrow, soars past your shoulder. You're probably looking a little bit even more heroic with how unfazed you were by the bolt.
I love it.
And Fennec, you are up.
Let's see. Sorry. All right. Fennec's going to bring his attention to that one. And will release a.
To the one you marked with the blue little token.
This one.
Okay, just double checking.
Yep. I think I have it targeted.
Yeah, I can
targets.
Yeah.
Yep. And he's gonna launch a fire bolt at it.
Okay.
Kind of changed this up a little bit. Normal. That is a 17.
It hits.
Damage. Normal. For he barely singes him. He breathed hot air on him.
It's almost like you lit his arrow on fire rather than him.
God. You're just gonna hear, oh, come on.
All right.
And then he will bonus action hide.
Okay.
Or at least what he thinks is going to be hiding.
Okay.
So he kind of like just ducks back down.
Yeah.
He's not so much trying to hide, he's trying to get as much cover as he can.
No, I totally get you. I'm also just quick rolling off to the side just to see how well the gnolls may or may not be paying attention to him while he's doing that. So you're all good.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that'll be it.
Okay. Cool.
A small little spark and done.
Sometime a spark can start a whole forest fire.
It's true.
I believe we are at mech now.
Okay, this situation needs to end. The one that was just backing away and running off, I'm going to cast Command.
Okay.
That's a Wisdom save of 12. And I'm going to say Approach.
And you mean this one here, correct?
The one that's out in front of me. Yeah, that guy.
Cool. Wisdom save, coming up. Oh, and you notice he almost seems that he's about to shake it off, but then he hears your words. And Command, why don't you refresh everybody's memory of it?
So it's an action. It's for 1 round. I speak only a 1-word command as long as it's not undead and the command is not harmful to the creature. And if he fails, he doesn't. So I could say things like approach, drop, flee, grovel, walk, things like that. So I'm going to say approach. I want him to come towards me. So you have to move towards me in the shortest and direct route, and it ends within 5 feet of you.
Okay. Sounds good to me. And it sounds like the knoll. It sounds good to the knoll also.
Yeah. All right. So that will end my turn.
Okay. So this guy, bloodied and bruised. He is gonna come flying over.
I don't like this.
And he is going to grab. Sorry, wrong positioning. He's going to grab a hold of that one of the random throttles or onto the altitude decider. Even, it is the altitude. Odd, it is the throttle.
Altitude.
Yep.
Why is everyone messing with my boat?
So you notice the boat suddenly starts veering down to the ground as fast as it can. I believe he spent all of his movement. Cool. Yeah, even a little bit there just to make sure everything was in place. And with that, he will end his turn, and we are at the top of the order. All right, round 6, everybody. Been intense so far. You got a minute. Go over any last-minute plans.
Oh boy! And when all else fails, we just
Kill
jump the ship.
this knoll.
Oof. At least it didn't attack you, so that's not a bad thing. But it's not a good thing either.
Mac, how,
I'd have
Mac, how
preferred
you?
it.
So I can
Mac. Can't
So
help.
that.
I was gonna say, how's Mech looking?
Oh, hurt. Very hurt. No less than half.
And Fennec, how are you looking now with
And
that
I'm
little?
the tank.
I'm fine now.
All right, 11. I'm assuming you're pretty good because you've been ducking and dodging and diving and dodging and ducking and.
I'm fine.
You forgot dodge.
All right, so Mech is looking a little hurt. Cyrus is still a little healed from the last time because I don't believe she got attacked. All right.
I'm way so. The last heal you gave me nearly put me to full.
Oh, nice, perfect. So you're looking good. You're looking spiffy. Besides the guy attacking your controls. Nice, noted. All right, so I will know what I'm doing next. Cool. These guys are annoying, but. And wait, so he's touching the thing, yeah, so he'd be the only one that's technically close to the ship. Well, on the ship at this point, I believe. Alright, yeah. Good to know.
On the ship, but still on his desk.
Okay, gotcha.
And that'll be time for our little minute prep. We'll start the round order with the little buddy boy over here. So looking wounded and not so great. You'll notice he starts backing off. Getting some distance as he sees the ship starts careening down towards the ground. He's going to fire a shot over at Yame.
Take your best shot. Gets a crit.
No, unfortunately not for him this time. A 13, which does not break the AC, so the bolt goes flying over as you give him a sarcastic response to all that. And we don't know what Vilroy is doing. What's going on over there? And so we go to the commanded knoll. So he has to come closer. Remind us, though, does that mean that he cannot attack?
I'm looking at that now. No, I don't say anything that says that he can't.
All right. As he comes
No,
closer.
no, I apologize. Once you make the most shortest and direct route, you end its turn. If it moves within 5 feet of me.
Okay. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, sounds good to me.
Right where I'm on.
Blah blah blah. Yeah, that's a semantics argument for a different D&D podcast or D&D YouTubers to discuss and argue and bicker over. So we'll go to Captain Saris, where all the fun and excitement is.
Well, first, I am going to reverse that switch so that we're not falling.
Okay. Now, he is holding on to it, by the way. So we will have to make a slight contested roll here.
Okay. If I can, I would like to stipulate that if I do succeed, I want to pull it up in such a way that it bucks his little disc.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, sounds like a plan to me.
Cool. What do I need to do?
Well, you could say that you're doing a dex roll, for instance, if you want to like knock his hand away and then grab it. Or you could do a straight strength just to grab a hold of the throttle while he's grabbing it and try to outdo it to him.
No, I think I'll try to do the dex thing. So that to keep him... It's what I'm better at. I don't think he's as good as me.
We'll see, won't we?
Yeah. Damn it. I would like to use my bonus action to also convert my Channel Divinity slot into a spell slot.
Okay. You guys are basically flat fighting over the controls, and then you channel some divinity.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
All right. You guys are still plummeting down, though. Unfortunately, it looks like Yami, your turn is up.
Alrighty. So the boat is shifting again. Seeing the other monsters, that one monster flying away, to be specific, flying away, being injured, taking a shot at me and missing me. I'm definitely not worried about him. I'm gonna actually... Alright guys, this is my last one, so I need you guys to do a lot more hitting and less getting hit. And I'm gonna heal mech with my last spell slot and bonus action for healing word. And I do apologize, mech, that was 3.
Okay.
I did what I tried, man. I'm trying. That's my last one. So yeah, you need to do a lot more hitting than getting hit. And I'm gonna run up to Saris again, saying, as she's struggling with the controls, fighting against the monster. And how's he looking? Is he hurt?
He is pretty hurt, yeah.
Alright, so I'm just gonna attack with my great sword.
I'm sorry, he doesn't have sticking out. He has magical effect damage doing it on him.
Oof. Okay. I was looking a little tingly there. Alright, yeah, so I'm definitely gonna swing with my great sword instead then, with my action.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I already used my bonus action, so I can't do that again. Does that hit?
A 16 does.
So yeah, I can use my bonus action. So yeah, I'm just gonna roll the damage. That was my bonus action. That was my movement.
Describe the kill though, before you do anything else.
Oh, nice. So yeah, seeing as this Noel is struggling with Saris's controls, I'm just gonna run up and be like, as I said to everybody before I ran up the stairs, I'm just gonna run up and just take my greatsword and shove it right through his back, out his heart, well, from the backside.
Nice. All right.
And yeah, that'll be it for me.
All right.
Before I end, I'm like, Ceres, get the ship together. I got you covered.
I'm trying.
But yeah, I'm done. I'm sorry.
No worries, I got you there. And Levin, it is your turn.
Levin's gonna stand up from prone, and he's gonna take a shot at the knoll next to Mech.
All right.
For 5 damage.
Okay. All right, pretty good shot there. He's staggering on his disc after that hit. You notice he's got like 3 or so bolts in him now from your shots.
Good. Let's hope he gets a 4th. 14 misses.
Oh, 14 just does. Yep.
All right, and he's gonna move 15 feet. End this turn.
All right. And speaking of gnolls, got this guy over here. Noticing that a lot of stuff is going wrong for their group. This guy's going to keep on backing up.
Keep on moving. Keep on keeping on.
He's going to take a... Actually, does he have the range for that? Because he would probably... He just does. So he's going to fire off one shot after seeing his comrade get, eviscerated through the back. He's got to take a little bit of revenge there. Fire off a shot at Yami over there.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oof.
Wowzers. Okay, so just a slight hit in the back of your armor. It's, it does a little bit of damage, but nothing serious.
All right, 2 damage. Noted.
And Fennec, you are up.
Okay. He is going to kind of hop. Oop, wrong button. Hop back out and kind of move out a little bit. He's going to look at the knoll near Mech.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to... he'll try another firebolt.
Hey,
See
all
if he
right.
got out of his system.
Or does he have the yips?
That is a 23 to hit.
Oh, okay. But what's your damage?
6.
Hold your breath. Describe your kill.
Yeah. So he, having kind of flopped the last one, kind of gives his hands a little shakes, hops over, and just kind of like, kind of holds his hands out in front of him and just kind of like pulls it in and pushes it all out and just releases the bolt of fire. Just kind of scorches the air, going, this whizzes like right into the chest.
You notice, nice fire, you light all the fur on him in, and then it kind of courses inward, I'm imagining. Okay. Is there anything else you're going to do?
He's going to look over to Yami and kind of yell out, "That's one for me. We're even."
I'm definitely gonna give a smile, of approval, yes.
So that'll be in the end of Fennec's turn.
All right, Mac.
Right. Pardon me, ladies and gents. I need to take 3 minutes for an AFK.
All good.
Sword trade. Can I see the other ones out there?
You would know that there were 2 others on the other side of the boat. But
They're out
you
of
know,
sight.
you've been a bit distracted fighting to notice exactly where they are.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking at Fennec very proudly with a smile, like that's my boy.
This is the closest one that I can get to.
Oh no, boy.
Gonna run up to Fennec. I'm gonna take an action and lay on hands.
Okay.
On Fennec?
No, on me.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say don't.
He's hiding behind Fennec. Just kidding.
No, I was gonna say like don't use your
Nah.
laying hands on him.
He just looked at you like, not for you. Gonna touch myself.
I don't. He's gonna wave at me. I don't need it. I don't need it.
I want to say at this rate, he's hiding behind Fennec.
And I'm just gonna stay within 5 feet of him, and that's gonna end my turn.
And with that, you hear the gnolls start giving a loud, like, not like aggressive sounding cackling. And you notice they start flying away as swiftly as they can. And that will pull us out of combat.
Huzzah!
Yay!
Not like
All
a high mid-air fight.
Saved by the whoa, the boat. Cyrus, do you need help?
I think I've got it. She's gonna basically kick the body off and reassemble the control, like get the controls back under. And then she'll, now that like they're out of fighting, she's gonna like be a little more like measured in what figuring out what they do, so that she can take it somewhere.
Yeah, the way you've been moving this, Yami is
I'm
definitely
back.
like she definitely has this under control. Like you flew a ship before.
No, this is my first time.
Oh. Well.
Fennec's gonna go over to the body he killed and search it.
It's the one Yami killed, correct?
No, it's the one Fennec killed.
Oh, the one that Fennec killed. Okay. As you're rooting through the pockets, you notice that he's got a couple arrows on him, longbow, and as you're going through, you notice that he's got a little burnt, like, note on him of sorts.
Ooh.
At this point, I'm like, Yami, give me the purse I handed over to you.
Oh, I'm gonna like look for it because I forgot exactly where I put it. But I'm gonna pick it up and just give it back to her. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, you gave this to me. I'm not sure why, but here you go.
It belonged to the Vilroy that was on the ship right before they jumped off. I
False
relieved them of
Vilroy.
its burden. Yes. And I know there's like a feather token in there, but is there anything else in the purse?
You notice that there is going to be D20 gold.
Ooh.
Somebody has to get the bad rolls today.
I wanted a little bit of randomness, and I feel a little bit sorry. You do notice, though, there is about 10 silver in there also. So the bag wasn't totally empty besides those 2 things, but...
I am going to pocket the 1 gold piece and leave the rest for the party. They can do with the feather token and the silver what they want.
All right. Yeah, along with the burnt note, by the way, from the other guy, from the corpse that Bennett killed, you'd notice that there was also a little bit in there, but being a gnoll, he's not carrying nearly that much gold on him. Wow. Talk about that.
That's
Well, listen,
yeah.
you're sticking to your roles, so it's not in favor to nobody.
No kidding. These guys are really not getting paid well, apparently.
I kind of guess what the job was like. The motivation was more money.
Is that silver? The D4?
No, the D4 was the solid gold piece that the gnoll had on him.
Oh, so we got 10 silver each. Well, no, 10 silver from the purse. We didn't split it yet, though.
So you got 10 silver from the Vilroy purse, and then basically 1 gold from the Vilroy purse, and 1 gold from the gnoll that Fennec finished off.
Oh, Fennec is pocketing that gold and not saying a word.
Saris took the Vilroy gold.
Yep. So it's only 10 silver pieces, I think. All right. Cool.
And the token.
Yeah, a token.
Sorry. Go ahead.
What language is the note written in?
So the note is written in a little bit of a cant, or like a secret language, as you might be able to recognize. It's a little bit tough for you to understand if you don't know how to read thieves' cant, though.
Okay.
Do you know how to read it?
I don't.
Because it does basically, if you were to read the note without knowing what it says something along.
If I can't read it, don't tell me. Don't tell me if I can't read it.
Oh no, you can. It's written in common. However, the note is basically saying, from what you kind of get the gist along, is that the boat is heading off now, and that's kind of all you're getting from it. You're not. Yeah.
There's a code there, but he's just not getting the code.
Yeah, because there's the way that for instance Cockney English is done. You would be able to hear someone say something like "What's the lime?" But really, what they're asking is "What's the time?" And so you just don't have a clue to what they're actually referencing.
So he can read the boat is heading off now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And there's more to it, but it doesn't make any sense to you.
All right. I will bring the note over to where Yami and Saris are, and I'm just going to kind of hold it up. And can either of you read this? From what I can gather, somebody let these gnolls know when the boat was leaving. That's all I can make out.
Well, maybe this one might have more information, and I would like to search the gnoll that I killed.
Mm-hmm.
So while he does that, Fennec will hand the note to Saris.
Okay.
Yep.
Does Saris know the cant?
She does not.
And unfortunately, there is no note on the other guy. However, $3 gold is on him.
How are we going to split 3 gold between 1, 2, 5 of us? We'll figure it out.
Saris waves it off. Like, it's fine. I kept.
I'm tossing the coin purse to Saris. So you hold on to it for now.
She catches it, shrugs. Sure.
I owe you one for that last one, and I owe you one more, by the way. I forgot to mention it earlier, but you did help me chase down that one guy. So I am in your debt, and I owe you one.
Thank you. No big deal there.
So, are we going to park this thing and get off? Because
I forget we're driving this thing.
Oh, DM, real quick, how many arrows did Fennec find on the body?
$12. He's well armed.
He came ready.
Oh yeah. I mean, shoot, he fired off like 5 easily during that combat. So
Okay.
shoot or shoot.
Oh yeah, Mech, Levin, you guys are right down there?
Living, not dead yet.
Ha! I thought you were tougher than that.
Got a
He
few
is
good
ple-
hits in.
he is rather tough. He took a few of them.
Our boy took a beating and still standing.
Ugh, they scuffed my armor. Jeez.
Would you beat me too.
That said, Levin's going to go to the bow of the ship, and he's going to look for a place to settle this down.
Yeah, that's actually a great idea.
Maybe we just park it at the terminus.
Which
Mhm.
would be a fairly large landmark, just so you know. Being that you were in the direction of the terminus, even with your jolty driving, you notice that there is a large spire building with the railroad connections going in and out from it. I'm sorry, the lightning rail connections. Gotta stay true to the setting, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Seraph will sort of aim for there.
All right.
Is there any way I can assist? Maybe like helping while she's driving, if she needs to make a check and going kind of doing what like Levin is doing and guiding. Like wait, too close. Like how you're trying to park.
Yeah. With the whole crew kind of going along with it, it wouldn't be something that we need to roll
Okay.
check after check for. Because I don't know if you guys have ever caught a boat before. You'd slow up nice and easy. Not something too unexpected. Even though this is a sky thing.
She has an idea that she can just sort of roughly bring it to a stop and then lower it to wherever it needs to be.
Yeah. By now you're a pro.
Oh yeah, no. She fully intends to be addressed as captain.
Good stuff. So I think after 20 minutes of flying, you're able to then dock at a small area outside of the terminus, bringing us to about 5 p.m. And you now stand at the entrance of the lightning rail station terminus 1. Above you is a large spire tenement building next to it, or I should say attached to it. And with that, we'll end tonight's session.
Woo-wee. Thank you, everybody, and Mr. DM. That was epic.
Thank you for the game.
Had a great time with everybody. Next week, Anthony will be back in the pilot seat. So you all will have to deal with his shenanigans. Had a great time subbing in these last two. We will see you all again another time.
Yay.
Very nice. Well done.
Night-night.
Good night.
Good job, everybody. Good night.
Phew.
See you next week, audience.